Who do we have first? We've got Eli Boling, Selectman at the Town of Manchester by the
Hi,
Sea.
Eli.
Hi,
Thanks for
Eli.
joining us.
Thanks for coming on. Okay, so let's hit the hard stuff first, Eli. We've got you here to talk about some updates for the residents of Manchester by the Sea. And what do you want to talk about? The Fall Town meeting first?
Sure, why not? So we've of late been having a bunch of fall town meetings, or rather fall town meeting every year. We usually just have the one annual town meeting. We may or may not do one this year. Ordinarily we do just bylaw changes. Sometimes we have to do some capital projects and get them funded in fall town meeting. We don't have anything really planned right now that's necessarily going to go in. We are looking to do an update to our zoning bylaws based on the outcome of the master planning process we just went through. But that's not going to be ready for fall town meeting. That's going to be planned for annual town meeting next year, and then early in the winter we're going to be looking to get some public engagement from people to see from the residents if the changes that we're planning for the zoning bylaw are actually changes that the residents want and would support.
What seem to be like the hot button issues right now that the town's facing?
Well, I don't necessarily think it's a hot button issue, but one of the things that we've been working on most is infrastructure for the past several years. There's been a lot of roads that we've torn up, and we tried to do that in as careful a manner as possible so as not to disrupt residents too much. The first project that we're going to be doing this summer and fall is a Harbor Loop sewer project. I don't think people are going to notice that very much. That's just to bring us into compliance with the way our sewer treatment plant is working. And then there's the three water main projects, one on Magnolia Street, one on Raymond Street, and one on Ocean Street, where they have water mains that are very old, and we're gradually trying to replace those all around town. Those went out to bid last week, I think it was, and construction's going to start in the fall and running into December on those.
Will that cause some traffic issues in town? Or would you have
Not
to
so much in
reroute?
town. There'll be a little bit out there, but we'll try to be very sensitive to that and make sure the residents can get where they need to go.
Yeah, especially around Raymond Street. There's a pretty quick detour. You can just go up down, Western Avenue into Manchester that way, or vice versa.
So let's talk about the school project that's happening, because that's been in the news and lots of people are talking about it. And
Well,
what's up with that?
It has started. The elementary school is going to be torn down piece by piece, and they're going to rebuild half of it and keep the students in the other portion while they're doing that project. They've started on it this summer, and it's going to be ongoing over the next couple of years. There's been a lot of effort with the planning board to make sure that the traffic patterns and the parking patterns are going to keep the disruption to the minimum for the residents. But it is definitely something that people will be seeing.
It's an
over the
exciting
next couple of
thing to
years.
have a new elementary school.
It is.
For the kids.
My kids came through that elementary school, and it's going to be very interesting to see the new one.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
what else do we have planned going on for summertime here?
Summertime's such a wonderful time here in Manchester.
Well, summertime, obviously we have this great festival going on.
Yeah.
For the town, we're still planning on making some landscaping changes to the town common.
Let's talk about the town common.
And
There'll be some trees.
in the fall, we're going to be adding a whole bunch of trees. We're going to be putting in a memorial that's been planned for a long time there.
It's a war memorial, right?
Yes. And then we're going to be changing the front of the building so that the police department and the front of the building are connected, so you can get in there more easily. And then there's an ADA ramp on the front of the building, which is really not very usable. And that's going to be fixed so that people in wheelchairs can actually get in the front of the building as opposed to having to go downstairs, around the back, up the elevator.
Yeah, I've seen there. I've seen there.
And we're going to be talking about Harbor Master office. We put in these new docks over here, and we approved at the last town meeting design work to put in a Harbor Master office close to the dock so that he could be, you know, engaged with the people.
Oh,
If
nice.
you,
Well, we hope to have Bion
Yeah,
on,
Bion
a
should be
little
here shortly,
Bion
too.
Pike.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's oftentimes right down there on the
That's
dock.
right,
So
yeah.
we're looking to get him a little bit
Yeah,
closer.
we weren't sure if he was going to be able to make
co-located.
it today, but I guess he's going to be on.
Yep.
Well,
So there'll be a lot of public outreach to
great.
Yeah.
Get people on board with whatever design plan we're working on.
Okay, and if people need to contact you or learn more about this, how can they,
They should
do
go
that?
right to the town website, get the email addresses for the people that they want to talk to. They can talk to town administrator, they can talk to members of the board. They can talk to the harbor master. He's a great person to talk to.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Bion's awfully fun. Well,
Awesome.
Eli Boling, selectman from the town of Manchester by the Sea, thanks for being on. Now
Thanks
we're
very
here.
much.
Thanks, Eli. We appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
thanks for coming by.